Hello there, my name is Rampant and welcome back to No Man's Sky. And as you can see behind me, there are a couple of biodomes placed. Well, more than a couple. Let me just show you. Well, I've actually placed all the biodomes we're gonna need. Okay, so this one's a little bit off, but the whole point of this was for it to not be perfect. This is basically, you know, just gonna be our farmland, and I wanted it like this. You know, just because I think I will have better access this way. And far less confusion than building, you know, just straight lines. At least this way, I think, you know, I'll be a lot less confused. Now, you might be wondering, why is this here? Well, you're actually about to find out. But first, let me get actually inside. I don't want to, you know, be in any danger whatsoever. And then we're going to go into build mode. So the reason why I didn't do this off camera is because I just decided it like 5 minutes ago. So what's going to happen with this is that is actually where our power is going to be. Yeah, that is where our power is going to be. So let's actually place down our power. Hopefully I do have enough to actually place down our power. Oh, 7. That's actually not going to be enough. We need a lot of solar panels if I want to actually, because each one of these takes 50 energy. So that is, that is 500 energy. Yes, we're gonna need more than these solar panels. Well, I mean, that's actually fine. I guess eventually I will build more solar panels. I'm actually not entirely sure what I'm missing. I think it's the gold. So what I'm actually gonna do is I can hide a lot of the solar panels somewhere. We'll see where. But what I can do is pretend that I have fewer solar panels by doing something like this. 2, and I'm gonna actually do 4. I'm trying this to be, you know, I'm trying to be within the lines, but yeah, I might not be. And the next thing is, of course, in the middle, there's a battery. Now, we're gonna need a lot more batteries as well, but that's actually fine. Now, what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna be doing it this way. For now, these will only power a single portal that's actually gonna be in the middle. And I'm going to, in fact, do it this way, just so it looks a little bit more beautiful, because, again, this is just for aesthetics. And our actual power generation is going to be hidden away somewhere. This is just for aesthetics, again. They are going to be linked all together, and it'll just come through the ground or something. I'll try and make it as invisible as possible. In fact, we could do this now, I suppose. I'll see what material I actually need, and I'll go get it. And we can do some underground work today. Okay, so I'm going to need to go in general. I do need a portal. So the portal, I want it in the center, but I actually don't want it to be just, you know, floating about like this. What I do want, actually, is I should place pavement. Yeah. So well, I'm going to try at least to make some pavement here. Like in the middle, more or less in the middle. Like it's not supposed to be perfect. I think this should be enough. I mean, I don't actually want too much pavement. I want a little bit. I think it's just going to provide that feeling of, oh yeah, we've colonized this world, but, you know, we're still like very few, and it's going to take us a lot of work to actually get everything done. So we're currently just doing things so that they can be effective and nothing else. So this is the only reason. That thing is all going to vanish, by the way. This line is not going to be here when we're done. So let's see. I'm pretty sure it's the gold that we're actually missing. Now, is it? Where is my gold? I don't see it. Is it here? It's not here. My living goop is not back yet, so it's going to take a little bit. Where is that? Where is that gold? Why can't I see it? Alright, so sodium. Okay. I actually have 3 glass left. Must have miscalculated. I don't see any gold here. What is going on? I am low on chromatic metal, but I don't see any gold. That's why I don't see any gold. Okay. Well, we are low on chromatic metal, but we can relatively easily get more. So, sure, you know, why not? I mean, in fact, that's actually too much, probably. I mean, whatever this makes is probably going to be enough from, like, 1 fuel. Okay, so we're not low on gold, we're low on chromatic metal. That's actually fine. We're gonna get some really, really soon. 30 go, 1 metal plate. We have enough of those. Right, so our power generation, I'm gonna need it to be, I don't know, somewhere around here, I suppose? Now, the reason I'm placing a marker is so that I know exactly where I'm gonna have my power generation. Oh, right, that's not solid. Now, what I'm actually gonna do is something kind of stupid. You shouldn't do this. Normally, you should just dig Go away. I just one-shot it. Normally what you should do is just dig here and then try and cover it up, or dig somewhere else and try and cover it up, like far away, so that nobody goes near it, because when you do get close, it's kind of obvious that you've covered it up. It is entirely true that I can actually restore now. So I could actually just dig there and restore whatever I don't use. That is a plan, actually, surprisingly. I could do that, like I could dig here and just restore afterwards. So you know what, let's actually try that out. Oh, that is a big hole. Why is it making like a square? Why is it making a square? Well, it doesn't really matter. Well, we're going to restore it anyway afterwards. So I'm going to want this to be far enough down so that if I do dig up by accident, I don't actually punch a hole. Now, this is, of course, before the restoration tool. This is what I used to do. This is what I used to do, at least. Oh, my God, why? Oh, the sentry's going to get annoyed at me or whatever. You know, I'll just go down here. I would make sure that I'm enough down, that I'm deep enough so that I don't, by accident, you know, again, dig up and ruin everything. And I think that's fine. The way, now normally you could dig because it doesn't really matter. You will not be going down there anytime soon. Again, you're just going to be building your power generation, your batteries. Oh, I'm going to kill you soon. I'm going to kill you really soon. Oh, screw the sentry. Screw the sentinel, I don't care. Run away from the police! Yes, you're never going to catch me alive. Ah, radiation protection fully. Now, let me just quickly refill that. Oh my God. There's two of them. But yes, if I was actually building this without the restoration tool, I would have actually tried to go from the side and made an entrance over there that was actually going to be visible to everybody, but nobody was actually going to look there. I mean, let's face it. I'm actually building these bases, you know, so they can be visited. That doesn't mean that they've had any visitors. If you are actually visiting, do feel free to drop a communication station somewhere, you know, just saying, like anywhere, as long as it's like not smack down in the middle, but anywhere off to the side, it will be visible, so I'll be able to see it. Now, another thing like I said you can do is you can dig it out manually, or a really easy cheat around. Oh, let me just a second. I'm sorry, I'm just pulling up the menu for no good reason. Really easy way just to get pavement. Just get the big pavement and just plop it down, and it'll make the room you want. And in fact, look at how much room we have. That's actually really good. So we are going towards our custom marker. There it is. That's 20 units away. We want to be right down below it. And we are, actually. These are struts for, whatchamacallit? That thing. Yeah, that thing. These are struts for, foundation. That's it. It's like right next to the pavement, but I don't read, so. Now what I'm going to do is I'm going to expand this sideways. We have enough to build like a ton of pavement, so I don't care. And this is where we're going to be putting our solar panels and our batteries. And as you can see, we did not breach this. Now you could do this manually, but this is just a lot easier because the terrain edits itself and it does a nice, you know, square, so you know how much you can actually fit. Okay, so what I'm going to do is I'm actually going to build a couple more. And this should be more than enough for what I'm doing. In fact, let's see. That's a lot of chromatic metal. Are we? We're probably not going to need any more, but you know what? Make a couple more just in case. You never know. Alright, so let's build some more power. Now, this place doesn't need to be beautiful at all. Normally, it's just that I'm recording it, so it's going to be a little bit, you know, more beautiful. The only reason why you might actually want to make this... What now? It's because there's a strut here. It's actually invisible, because that's where it is, yeah. Okay. Normally, what you would want to do is you could keep this a little bit cleaner. You don't need to be, like, perfectly symmetrical. That's why I'm not going to go with perfect. I'm just going to go with the good enough. The only reason why you would want it as clean as possible is just that you can have your wiring ran a lot better. This way, if you need to know what your wires do, You can always just, just look at it at a glance and know exactly where they're coming from and where they're going. Even though this is not that complicated and you're probably never going to want to touch this again, it's a good thing. It's a good habit to have. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. That's 6, and we have 4 up top. So that is a total of 800 energy. But we're going to need energy through the night as well. So we're going to technically want to double up on these. More or less. These are rough estimations. Normally, if I want to power something through the night, I just build an extra solar panel. If it's like 50 energy, one solar panel generates 50 energy, so I'm going to just go double. But, yeah. Okay, it has to be this way. It has to be specifically that way, even though it doesn't really matter. Oh, yeah, it does. Yeah, because they would open the other way around. That's going to annoy me. Oh my god, I can't get it in the middle. I know they're not all in the middle. I know, but this is annoying. Okay, there it is. So I'm going to build an extra row here, and then everything else is going to be batteries, because we're going to want a lot of batteries. Now, it is entirely true. I actually should have checked to no nearby houses, but there is one nearby. If it's showing up, then there is one nearby, but we don't know how far away that could be. That could be like 1,000 away or more. I'm not entirely sure what the range on that is, so I'm not gonna bother looking for it. Plus, this is all the space is gonna power. At most, we're gonna be adding a couple more biodomes in the middle, but that's just gonna be singular for gravitino balls, mordite, and coprite. That is all, like nothing else, and that is no lie. Basically, I'm not adding frost crystals because frost crystals we already have a farm for those. We're not really going to need more of them. Like, there's more than enough in our farm. Just saying. And we're going to do this as clean as possible. One side only, just so that it's not a big mess. I'm probably never going to come down here again unless I need to add more solar panels. But just in case I just like doing it this way. This way, if I'm not getting enough power, let's say I have 20 solar panels, which are currently 4 by 5. That's actually exactly 20, isn't it? Yeah, that's exactly 20. I was about to say which I don't have, but that's exactly 20. Well, let's say I'm getting power for, 15. Because 20 solar panels would be 1,000 energy. But I'm getting power for, let's say, 500. So this way I would know, just by looking at the wires, which ones I've connected and which ones I haven't. Because it's relatively easy to check afterwards. While if it's all connected randomly, it's going to be a little bit harder to diagnose the problem. And that is why I'm a big advocate of, them being a little bit clean, even though I don't always do it this way. I'm just do as I say, not as I do, because there we have 1,200 power. Wait a minute. I thought I said 20. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Oh, there's 6. There's not. Okay, never mind. Never mind. It's a 6 by 4. It's not 5 by 4. No. Whatever. Yeah, that's fine. My math is a little bit off. No, my counting is a little bit off. My math is actually okay today, surprisingly. So what I'm gonna do is, because normally you don't need that many batteries, like I have actually done the math once, but I forgot what it was. Like how many solar panels per battery you need. But because you actually don't need, I prefer them this way, by the way. Because you don't actually need so many, I should just move myself away because it's going to be a lot easier if I'm like over here. It was like 2 solar panels, 1 battery, but you're technically not going to need so many batteries. Like, don't quote me on that. I'm pretty sure somebody else has actually done the math as well. You can just look it up. There's like people, I'm pretty sure people did that day one. It's just, I had nothing to do and I did the math one day. That's a lie, actually. I had a lot of things to do, I just didn't want to do them. So what I'm actually going to do is I can place a lot of these because I surprisingly have a little bit of condensed carbon. I really don't want to use it all up, but I'm going to place about as much as I think I'm ever going to need, which is going to be this much. And of course I'm going to... These are a little bit tilted, it's going to annoy me. But good thing is I'm actually never going to see them again. We're going to go with this side again. As you can see, they're not perfectly level. That is not the point here. It's too bad they don't snap to the middle of the pavement. That would have been really good. The other thing I'm going to do is link them up over here. You can actually see they are linked up. And this is going to go over here. Whew. Okay, so this is going to be our linking point. This one specifically is going to be our linking point. So I'm just going to travel up. And they have to link towards one of these. It's not really going to be seen. I think it's more visible here than it is, yeah, to one of these. Okay, that's a lot better. And we should have more than enough power now. We're generating 1,400 power. That is more than enough. And here we're actually consuming 500. So we're going to have charged batteries. Well, mostly more or less. But we should be good throughout the night is what I'm trying to say. You could actually do the math. That is entirely true. You could do the math. How much a battery charges for, you know, it's X amount. But I personally don't like it. I'd like to go by, and if it's not enough, you know, I can always just test her over the night, and if it's not enough, if I do actually see one day that it's not enough, I'm just going to add more of everything. It's a lot simpler than actually having to do the math. Now, we are going to be using this one, so what I'm actually going to do is, actually a really good thing that you can do is you could dig like tiny holes now, because you do have the restore function. You can dig very, very tiny holes and run the wiring over there. Now, what I'm trying to say is, okay, I'm about to actually show it because it's going to be a lot simpler to show it than to actually explain it. So we're going to take our mining beam. We're going to put it on the lowest setting. So let's say I want to connect power this way. Let's say this way. I want to run the power line through like right below it. So what I'm going to do is, of course, the ground here doesn't actually properly remove itself, but what I'm going to do is that we're going to dig a small hole. You could do it with a bigger hole. You can restore it now, so that's, you know, lovely. But I prefer a smaller hole. So there's a lot of people. You run it over here just so it's not seen, and you can do it, and then you run it upwards. I mean, it's technically still visible. Something is coming through the ground, but at least, you know, it's not coming up here where you can actually see the outlet. So, you know, it's a little bit nicer. And then what you just do is you go into your, oh my god, I got the hiccups. You can actually restore now. So, you know, restoration is really good. We want to restore only that one because these do remove terrain, so it will light up as a restore. But that is it. And now what I could do is I could duplicate this all to all of them if I choose to. I might actually choose to. You never know. Yeah, we're probably going to do that, but we could just use that outlet. We don't need to use the outlet down here. So I'm going to be doing down here is just restoring it. Now, this was ground that I've actually never, you know, never manipulated, never removed. So this is how it was supposed to look. There was obviously something there once upon a time, but I have no idea what it was. So it's going to stay that way, basically, is what I'm trying to say. Yeah, and that was it. That is basically everything powered. Now, of course, we're going to cut the power now because this one is powered, but these ones aren't. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to do the exact same thing. We're going to take our terrain manipulator. We're going to be digging up the smallest hole possible. In fact, somewhere around the back so it's never noticed. Because around the back you'll probably not notice it. And we're going to place it over here. Okay, next one. We're just going to dig the holes for now. And I will remember that they're out back and they're on this outlet. Just a little bit deeper so I can actually tell which one is a hole. Because we are sort of on the blind side of things. That's why I know it's a hole. Oh my. What was that fast attack? Yes, I'm meleeing it. Oh wow, yeah, just stay in one place and hold down Q. Yeah, that works. Instead of like going in, hitting it, and backing out, that's a lot better. Stay in one place and hit a button. Okay. Oh, that's actually going to destroy a lot of foliage. I could connect to this side. Yeah, I'm going to connect to this side. And 3 times. Okay, so 3 times looks like it's the right way to go. Or 4. Yeah, 3 or 4. But yes, let's... the reason I'm staying up normally is so that these aggressive animals can't actually hurt me. I'm going to recharge my shields, even though I do believe you're invulnerable while in this build mode. So as you can see, I can connect it this way, and it's just going to run through the ground. And we're just going to be running it through the ground over here, of course. The deeper it is, the bigger chance that you're not really going to make a mistake, but there shouldn't really be a line here visible at all, and there isn't. And that's exactly the point. Of course, afterwards, you do have to actually run back and restore all the ground. Oh, bro, we ran out of build mode. Like, I get why they didn't do it infinite, but I mean, come on. Where's my need to? I know I keep switching tools when I don't need to. It's instinctive. Like, we want the lowest node. We don't want the biggest one because, again, we're just trying to restore this thing. Not that thing, this thing. Okay, so if I stand here, I should be able to do most of them today. Today's episode was not really going according to plan. I was actually not going to do this episode, to be honest. Yeah, this is not what was actually planned, surprisingly. Or not so surprisingly, considering, you know, I never really go with the plan that well. Let's see, can I actually make it to the last one? Yeah, I actually think I can. Because the last one is, oh, I might know. I'm not gonna risk it because there's just gonna be an ugly wire sticking out somewhere if I do it this way, that way. But this way, as you can see, you do not see any wire except the one that's actually coming from the ground. That's absolutely fine. We're gonna have to do that with the portal as well, but that's more than fine. The portal is relatively easy. We are on restore. You don't want to hit here. You want to hit like at the edge here. It's gonna restore. Well, come on. There it is. It does work. It's going to restore only the hole and not the thing that's below, because it can restore everything that actually the foundation has removed, and it's going to be inside. So you want to hit like, come on. It does work. I promise you it works. Alright, I think that's the last one, so I actually have to run a wire here. Alright, there's my wire. And this is how you run clean wires. Well, one of the easiest way to run clean wires, at least the ones that I've found. Just run your wires through the ground. It's a lot easier, especially with the tool now. Before, it used to be hell because you had to dig a hole far away and run the wires through the ground. It was really, really difficult, and you could create indeed, but it never looked right. It just never did. At least personally, to me, it never looked right. So, you know. It was kind of a bit of a pain, but now it's really easy. All right, so what I'm actually going to do, here what you can do is, because I do want to run it through the ground again, but I want to run it below the pavement. I can just dig it like this, because I haven't actually removed ground here, I think. Oh, no, wait, I think I flattened this area, didn't I? Oh, well, it's fine. I can flatten it again. Yeah. Like, what the... What happened? Why'd they get out of build mode? Is that because there's an aggressive creature nearby? And I'll just take this power line, and I'm just gonna run it over here, right below, and we're gonna run it up, and almost invisible. Let's restore, flatten, restore. Yeah, I did actually flatten this ground. Yeah. Okay, now I remember. Well, if I do this delicately, I might not need to flatten it again. Yep, I don't need to. That's great. And that is how to run wires. Well, proper wires, at least. Oh my god. Okay, so this episode was supposed to be Quicksilver and possibly getting a couple of, you know, whatever we needed, like gamma root. Yeah, we need gamma root. We need star bulbs. We need fungal bulbs. We actually need everything except like cactus flesh. Wow. Okay, so there should be some sort of method to this madness, to where everything else is gonna be like. So gamma weed is not gonna be in any of these. We're gonna be placing it somewhere. I'll see where. Like I could place like 2 everywhere, and wherever I need gamma weed, I can just, you know, pick it up, or you know, I can place it somewhere else. Like make a little bit of a farm. That's gonna be kind of far away, so it's sort of invisible. Maybe. We'll see. I'll decide on that one specifically, but yeah, these are all going to have a different type of resource on them all. Each 2 are going to have a different type of resource. Now, what I could do is another touch that I really do like. It's not under foundation. Of course, it's not under foundation. The access ramps. The access ramps are really good. I think the... No, not with that angle. No, not with that angle. It removes the whole door, really... It's with this angle. It's because you can just walk up. You don't need to jetpack. You don't need to jump. Nothing. You just walk up. I think it's really great. This used to frustrate me a lot. That on my very first base, if anybody actually remembers those, that I had to actually you know, just and go inside the hole door. It was really annoying. It frustrated me all the time, and I think I complain about it all the time. So, but this way, you know, if one is not enough, I can always add two. It should be fine. Yeah, it's gonna terraform the ground a little bit. That's more than fine by me. Okay, I can't really enter here, but I guess that's because there's gamma weed here. Why is there gamma weed here? Now the problem is I'm not gonna be able to really remove the gamma weed. Why is it growing over there? Oh, no, seriously, like, why is it growing over there? Now, what I could do is I could terraform and restore, and that should actually remove them. But I think I need to, like, log out and log back in, because currently I've actually terraformed a lot of stuff. You can tell by restoring. So it's kind of obvious what I've placed within this game, because I placed that a long time ago and it's not actually showing, you know, a restoration. But I did place some of these earlier today, so they are, you know, still fresh. So I think that after the restart, there's not going to be any restore left, and I should be able to, you know, just dig out and restore up to this position so that it doesn't get overrun. So that the biodome doesn't get overrun with rocks. I mean, I could just, you know, mine it out afterwards. It's fine, because when you're mining inside inside a building, which you used to be able to do, but good thing you can now. When you're mining inside a building, it doesn't go out. It's not gonna. Wait a minute. Oh, the glass lets it. Not all glass though. Like it's just like under a certain angle. Look at that. Okay, so. It doesn't now. It doesn't go out now. But when I'm really close to it, at a certain angle, it does. Not at all angles, though. Like, that thing pushed me away and it's not going to work now. But if I'm really close, I guess the weapon clips a little bit? Let's see. Does the weapon clip a little bit? Yeah, it does clip outside a little bit. Alright, that seems to be an issue. Let me go into third person mode because I'm really not used to this. Yeah, let me go into restore and restore. Yeah, you cannot restore while you're inside. Or flatten or create. You can just dig. Oh, no. That was flatten? That's better. I swear, I will eradicate your entire species. Alright, that's a lot better. So, in terms of battery, time until drain. No, that's actually counting up the time it's actually going to take it to drain. We have a lot of energy. It is full, surprisingly. So I guess that's kind of nice. Well, anyway, I'm going to be ending things off here. This was, wow, this was actually, that was long. I really just ran power lines for like 30 minutes. Oh my god, this game. It's just when you start building, it takes just... The time just flies, okay? Time flies like a banana. Yes, I knew. Anyway, my name's Rampant Mystic. I hope you enjoyed this episode of No Man's Sky, and I do hope to see you all in the next one.